So, borderline personality disorder. If you feel that you have the worst luck in the world and you have been betrayed and people are most of the time, not always, but most of the time out there to get you, and you feel sometimes sad, sometimes a little bit too over the top, this video is for you because more than likely you are facing a condition of BPD, borderline personality disorder. So stay tuned, this video is for you. Why did I decide to make one of the purpose of my life to fight against this monster? This is a monster, borderline personality disorder, or BPD, not to be confused with bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder is somehow related to this condition, but the BPD, borderline personality disorder, it's a disorder of our personality. Bipolar disorder is, as I said, somehow related, not absolutely not the same, right? It's something more biological. It's more of our biology in our brain, our substances, our dopamine, serotonin. It's something treatable with medicine. BPD, on the contrary, borderline personality disorder, is a disorder of our personality. To be diagnosed with this, we have to meet, at least from the criteria, the DSM-5 TR now, oh, by the way, I'm a professional clinical counselor and I have been formally trained with this. So it's not only that it touched my life back in the times where this condition nearly collapsed my mental health, because it was presented with one of my family, very, very close and loved for me, family members, but also me, myself. I have some of the traits. I do not have the full diagnostic, or I don't meet the full criteria. However, I have some of the traits. To be diagnosed, you have to have 5 of the symptoms of 9 symptoms, 9 symptoms of the criteria. I'm gonna post that also to be more clear on these specifics. However, back in the years, this condition almost collapsed my life. Why? Because it's a disorder that is so insidious, sneaky. It is so like, it starts permeating your days, your day-to-day, your relationships. And it gets to a point where then you think, wait a minute, is this me? It gets to the point when you feel neurotic, paranoid. One of the symptoms, when the condition or the diagnosis is really pervasive, one of the symptoms, which I'm going to present in a minute here, one of the symptoms is hallucinations, psychosis. So imagine how pervasive and devastating this condition is for us, for you. So if you feel that you're feeling a lot of problems, a lot of situations with your family members, with your loved one, with people in your job, in your classmates, your significant others, your romantic partners, and you have no idea what to do, stay with me. You are in the right place. It took me the hard way to learn everything that I did. And as I said, I decided years ago to dedicate my life to fight against this monster. And here I am, after being a professional educator for like 20 years, with the students from kindergarten all the way till 12th grade, and seeing these traits in some of my kids and teenagers, it also touched deeply my fibers with one of my loved family members, very, very close to me. So I know the training, I have the training, I know what it takes to go through this day by day. And here I am to help you. This is the mission of my life. This is the mission of my life. Here I am to help you. I'm going to provide you with resources, all the tools from my repertoire, all the power in all the knowledge that I have accumulated personally and professionally during all these years. Yes, it hurts. Yes, the pain is real, but also is the healing. Unfortunately, it's a personality disorder. It's not curable. According to researchers, according to science, it is not curable. However, if you learn some of the skills, I would say we have like around 24 skills that is going to help you regardless if you have this condition in your life or not. That in some extent, everybody has some of these conditions. Conditions are like fear of abandonment. Obviously that everybody has a little bit, at least a little bit of that fear when you love someone, when you long for someone. It is even healthy to have that little bit of apprehension. And that is exactly the information and resources I'm going to share here with you to fight BPD. Stay tuned. Oops, I almost forget to mention the most important. There is no cure for this. This is a personality disorder. Personality disorders are meant to be lifelong. They are not curable. However, you could reach full remission, which is, in my opinion, the same thing that you are cured. That means that you are free of all the symptoms that you might have had when you had the diagnosis or the condition devastating your day-to-day life. So, correction, there is no cure. However, you could experience full remission. You could experience to feel free of all of the symptoms. And that I am confident you will see the 180 degrees changed, that for the good that your life is going to take. Okay, so I'm Ari. See you soon. Ciao. Hi, hello again. I'm on my way to see my kids, the kids that I see as a therapist. I forgot about something, and I want to say that this monster of BPD impacts our lives in so many aspects. Usually I don't use the word hate or hatred in my life. I don't know the reason why I don't like that word. It has a very negative connotation. And as a therapist, I'm all about positive. But the thing with this disorder, borderline personality disorder, this condition, it's that it impacts our lives in so many aspects. It is just devastating. It makes us be sometimes not only depressed, but also it takes out the worst from us. It makes us not only neurotic and paranoid, but also it makes us mean and rude. And the person that we are not, it takes out the worst from us. And what is even worse is that sometimes the pain is so pervasive that we engaged in substance abuse and different addictions. It could be substance addictions, it could be process addictions, which are very harmful, the same. this condition, this monster, because I call it the monster, it is so draining that even pushes us to the worst. Yeah, that's why I took it personally, and it is my life mission to go against this monster of BPD. And if you allow me, I'm going to take your hand, I'm going to walk you up to the river. This is a metaphor, right? This is a metaphor. I'm going to hold your hand all throughout the process, and I'm going to walk you, and you're going to drink water from the river of release. It's just a little bit of attention, a little bit of an effort to learn some skills. I'm going to be presenting those skills little by little, one step at a time, from a kind of place. Together, we're going to push through this. There is hope, I promise. I'm confident. You'll see. Ciao.